Welcome, dildos and dildoettes, to Love Hate, the show where I beat a game over the head then caress it slowly and say, I'm sorry, honey bunny. It's been quite slow for games recently. Nothing's really piqued my interest, aside from Final Fantasy XIV and Pokemon Go. So the only game I can think of that I played recently was throwing knives in the air and trying to dodge them. And Uncharted 4. And I know I'm late to the party on this one, but it's my show and I'll do what I want. So here we go, things that I love and hate about Uncharted 4. I love the characters, especially Drake. Drake is a very interesting character. Like, for somebody who's an everyman, he's pretty interesting. His story arc has been one wild adventure and it's finally coming to a close. He's old now, bit wrinkly, bit saggy, not very good at Crash Bandicoot, and probably disappointing to Lena in the bedroom. That just got depressing real quick. I hate the fact that aside from the opening sequence, the music is very unmemorable. I don't remember any of the tracks apart from the intro one where it's like that was pretty cool, I'll admit that. But the rest of it just didn't stick with me. It needed some rap in there, you know, some Knuckles rap from Sonic Adventure. Nothing will ever beat a bit of Pumpkin Hill. But I love the graphics, they're gorgeous. If this game was a person, it would be Caitlyn Jenner. Couldn't keep a straight face saying that one. But the graphics are impressive. If anybody says PC graphics are 10 times better, play this game, it will change your mind. Possibly, hopefully, probably not. Caitlyn Jenner. I hate how everything breaks in this game. It loses a lot of its tension. Literally, Drake could be walking along a path, and every car he walks past would explode, or the floor just cracks behind him. Everything he even looks at just breaks. And it gets a bit repetitive. You just know something's gonna break every time you jump on it. Kind of like me when I jump on babies. I love the acting, though. The acting is amazing, and the character animations. The fact that Naughty Dog had this whole setup and had real actors and all this stuff. I mean, it's quite commonplace now, but back then, when the first one came out, it was quite revolutionary. Naughty Dog definitely elevated this kind of thing in games, and they're still the masters of it. But I hate the fact that there's no supernatural element, and this is a really picky thing to have a go at, but I really liked in the first game where there's those weird zombie things on the ship. The second game had those weird little monkey men thing. I don't know what the hell they were, but they were creepy and strange. The third one had the spiders and was a bit lame in my opinion. Then the one on Vita had nothing, and this one pretty much had nothing. I thought there'd be some ghost pirate skeleton people pop up at the end. But no, just a guy with a neat haircut. But I love the combat. The combat has always felt really good in Uncharted, but this one just feels amazing. That's what she said when she played this game. You get to swing on ropes now, a revolutionary mechanic. But it is fun though, swinging on a rope back and forth and just shooting people. Everything flows nicely like a river. Unless there's a dead body in the river, then it might not flow as well. Actually, it would flow as well. My point still stands. But I hate the fact that the multiplayer doesn't even work. Maybe it does now, but when I had this game and I actually played the multiplayer, or tried to, it would always freeze when it loaded on the tutorial or whatever. Every time. I tried 10 times. Uninstalled it, reinstalled it, didn't work. I haven't tried it again in a long time. That's a pretty big hate right there. I was pretty excited to play as Donut Drake again. Oh wait, they took that out. Double hate! I love the fact that Drake is less clumsy, and by less clumsy, I mean the mechanics are better for the climbing. I found I'd always die by accident a lot on Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. But on this one, you can literally just spam X and you'll always, for the most part, try and reach for the thing you're trying to reach, the reach. So when you jump through a little tiny zone on the cliff, you don't accidentally fall to your death, which will save me a lot of time and money on therapy. But I kind of hate how there's not as many great set pieces as the other games. I kind of feel this game was a bit more tame. You know what I mean? The third game was crazy. The part in the plane when you're falling out in real time, that was incredible. The train part in Uncharted 2. Oh, this one, the part when you're holding on by the rope and the car was kind of cool. And then like the part when you with Elena and you have to swing on the thing. That looked cool. You get my point. But I love the graphics. Holy shit. I mean, just look at them. I know I'm saying this again, but just look at them. Look at them. Please look at them. Please, can you look at them? I'm asking nicely here. Nicely. Did you hear that when I said nicely? Then I was like, nicely. Nice. I'm turning full nerd. I hate that sometimes you get stuck on an object. It doesn't happen too often, but there actually was a part when I was playing it. I did get stuck on something. I forgot what it was now. Like a painting on the floor or some shit. And I got stuck on it. And it wasn't even like the kind of stuck where you could jump out of it or roll or whatever. It was legit just like in the corner. After listening to that is the biggest first world problem I've ever heard in my life. But hey, I do live in a first world country, so leave me alone. I love the dialogue, the constant back and forth between characters. I guess sometimes it can get a bit annoying because they never shut up ever. But at the same time, they've got little quips, they've got little jokes, they've got some little bants, absolute bants going on. I hate that there's no behind the scenes. I love the behind the scenes, especially on Uncharted 1, they had the whole featurette thing. You can see how it was done, see the actors, see the process. It was really interesting to me. This had nothing. It just had new game, load game, and like options, and then fuck you or something as an option. First world problems. I love that the villain is an American. Yay! We had I don't even remember on the first one. The second one was a Russian dude. Third one was the English. We finally have gone full circle and have an American as a villain. He was very snobby as well. I actually really liked his hair. It's a really weird thing to say, but he was quite generic, sure, but it's just nice, you know, finally not seeing the English or the Russians as villains like every other game ever. And I like his hair. I hate how the last part kind of dragged on a little bit though. There were some incredible moments and some really good scenes, but the last act of the game just was so long. Just loses a bit of its steam. I love that the ropes are awesome. awesome. I literally have that down on my list right here. The ropes are awesome. I already talked about the ropes, Dex. Past Dex, who wrote this. Well, not ropes. I pressed record and just talk shit. It just has my list of things that I liked. So the ropes are awesome. I hate the fact that there's nothing really to hate on this game anymore. I've literally got no idea what else I didn't like. So now, spoiler alert. So if you don't want spoilers, then mute this right now. I'll give you 5 seconds to mute the audio. 5, 1. I lied. I like the fact that the brother didn't die at the end. Every game or movie, the brother dies or the best friend dies and they sacrifice himself. He even did the whole like, go on without me, Drake, go on. And then he's like, nah, mate. And then he actually saved him. And the last boss was really tense as hell. The whole sword fighting thing was pretty awesome. Although I did die quite a lot. I heard like 20 million of his little quips. It was like, good job, Drake. Now I'm a true adventurer. Stuff like that. And for the last one, I finally thought of something. I hate the fact that Drake, it's kind of weird. He talks to himself a lot. Which, to be honest, I can't really call that out because I talk to myself a lot as well. I literally sit there and be like, hi, Dex, how are you? I'm doing good. How you doing, Dex? I'm doing well, thanks, mate. How you doing, Dex? I'm doing fine, mate. How you doing? I'm doing very well, thank you. But he is legit a mass murderer. He is a psychopath. When you look at how many people he's killed over the years and all that stuff, Drake is mental. He has some problems going on. He needs help. And there you have it, my things that I love and hate about Uncharted 4. Hope you enjoyed. Definitely a fun game, worth checking out. And hopefully the multiplayer actually works for you guys. Because for me, it didn't. And it affects my first world problem. Thanks for watching.